G'day and welcome to the 140th episode of Wine Week.
That means there's only 10 to go to 150.
Geez, we might have to come up with something special to do for that.
I think we will.
Yeah. Oh well, let's talk about something that's everyday special.
Everyday special, and look, what we do here on the show is we like to point out bargains. Now, West Cape Howe are a winery that has really impressed me in the recent couple of years. We've had a look at their Shiraz on the show before, but as long-time viewers of the show would know, that Margaret River is more well known for its Cabernet or its Cabernet Merlot blends. So we thought we'd have a look at the 2007 Cab Merlot from these guys, knowing full well that we've already had a look at a couple of 07s from Margaret River that have just been sensational. Now, these guys managed to produce this cracking wine for about $15 if you pick it up around the traps. Recommended retail is probably closer to 20, but you can pick it up as low as 15, and at that it makes it one of the bargain Margaret River Cabernets, because let's be honest, there are some quite expensive Margaret River Cabernets. But this has got good varietal characters here. It's got that Margaret River sort of forest floor character that people talk about, but this will also age well. Even though for a $15 bottle of wine, you just put it down for a couple of years and it will really soften out. So look, West Cape Howe doing great work. Their Cab Merlot's worth a look.
Yeah, under $20, maybe as much as 15, 20 years of cellaring in that. That is an absolute bargain territory wine. A ripper, have a go at that. Now, speaking of bargain territory wine, the Stonier Pinot Noir, another wine that we have looked at before. We looked at the 07 roughly a year ago, and we told you how good we thought it was, how great value we thought it was. About, 10 months after we told you all of that, James Halliday came out with his big book, we talked about that a few weeks ago, raved about the 07, told everybody how wonderful he thought it was. So come on, listen to us as well. You know? This one, the 08, well worth another look. Now, 07 was probably a slightly better vintage, 08 a little bit hotter, but a ripper. The guys at Stonier, they know what the hell they're doing with Pinots and Chardonnays. That's all they do. There's a range of Pinots. This is the starting point, and as a starting point, it is a bloody high watermark at that. So have a look at this. Around about 20 odd bucks, you'll find it around the traps. The Stonier Mornington Peninsula Pinot Noir. Ripper, listen to us.
Yeah, and look, it's got a great little cellar door down there, and with the weather starting to get a little bit warmer down here, down under, nice place to go on a Sunday afternoon.
It certainly is.
Right, I'm going to finish with a premium wine this week, and it's not often that we look at a premium Riesling, because most of the Rieslings, we always say, great value, $15 to $20, amazing. We're actually going to have a look at one now, which is arguably one of the best Rieslings in Australia. This is the Peter Lehmann Wigan. This is actually 2003 vintage, so they intentionally hold this back and release it as an aged Riesling. Now, the reason they do that is because Rieslings, when cellared in the right way, starting off with good product at the start, will develop this amazing sort of honeyed characters, and it's like some people pick up a kerosene character, but in good aged Rieslings, that will be at an absolute minimum, and this is an example of a good aged Riesling. We tried this only a couple of months ago and were really blown away. The Wigan, named after one of the winemakers there at Peter Lehmann, who's been there for quite some time, really knows what he's doing, gets this fruit from the Eden Valley, and it really is a bit of a treasure. So if you can hunt it down, it might be a little bit hard to find, and you're looking probably around the $40 mark, so it's not cheap, but this is seriously premium white Aussie wine, so it's really worth a look.
Yeah, look, you'd all pay $40 for a bottle of red. Do yourself a favour, try what you can get for $40 in a white. You'll be really blown away, I'm sure of it. Anyhow, that's it for 140. We'll see you again next week.
See you next week.